Hi, this is Sarah, the Internet Money Mom, and today I am going to talk to you about 4 different accounts that you need, and probably the only 4 accounts that you will need until you are well established in your career. So when you are first just getting started, or just out of school, or just out of college, or just out of high school, you don't need it complicated and confusing, and you just need simple. And so I'm going to show you the 4 accounts that you really need, and this is Basics 101 personal finance. Nothing fancy, nothing frilly. This will get you started in the path that you need to go in life. The first thing that you need is a high yield savings account. And I am outside today because it is way too nice to be inside. A high yield savings account. In this account, you are going to store money that you will not need in the next 3 to 6 months. So if you want money that's going to sit for 3+ months, I use Vanguard, and I use their high interest savings account, and I am earning 5.25% on money that needs to sit longer than 3 months. So I keep a certain dollar amount in here for emergencies, long-term ideas that I have, possibly business ideas, because I'm constantly have business stuff going through my brain. So you need a high yield savings account. That's the first one. The second one that you really need is you need a basic checking account. Okay. This is free. You can get a free checking account at just about every single bank. So you want to definitely make sure that it is free. You can a lot of times get free checks, but who uses checks anymore? So you can run your Venmo, you can run your PayPal, you can run all of this stuff through there. So what you want to do in your basic checking account is this is where you're going to pay your bills from. This is where you're going to have a little bit of your fun money and some of your bills. So pay your bills out of this. And monthly expenses. What you have budgeted for going out to eat, going to a movie, what you pay yourself first goes into this basic checking account. The next third account that you really need is an investment account. I also use Vanguard, and I use a company-sponsored account for my 401k. So that's completely different. That's after you get started and have lots of different types of investment accounts. So you need a basic investing account. This investing account can be through Vanguard, Ameritrade. There's tons of them. Just Google investment companies. You can definitely have a huge amount of things here. So what you want to know here, or what you want to do here, is you want to store money that is volatile. So this money will go up and it will go down. So it's not money that you need immediately. I would say in your investing account, don't put any money over there unless you need it for 6 months later. So in your investing account, in my Vanguard, I have 4 different stocks that I use. I use a lot of the ones that follow the trade. My very favorite, VSTAX. That is the Vanguard's Total Stock Market Index Fund. That is one of my absolute favorites. It goes up and down with the market, but I've done very well with a well-rounded account using that one. So that would be one that you could definitely check out. I am not an investor person. I am not someone that's going to tell you what to do with your money. I'm just saying that is one of the big ones that I use over at Vanguard for holding money that I am not going to need for 6 months or later. This would be if you are saving to buy a house. If you're saving for dividend returns, meaning every 3 months, the companies that you are invested in pay you a dividend. You can either elect to receive that back into your checking account, or you can reinvest it into buying more investments. This is a very good way to save money and make money, but you also have the money is at risk. in your basic checking account, you can keep up to $250K to keep under the insurance, the FDIC insurance amount. The high yield savings account, also, I think, I gotta look that up, but I think it's also the same, $250K. But I could be wrong. Somebody can correct me in the comments. So high yield savings account 3. And then, so if you have extra money that you want to put away for long-term thoughts that you know, let's say you know you want to go to Europe in May of next year, and you know that you need to put $500 in an account every single month so that when you get to May, you're not going to have to put it on a credit card and you aren't going to have to spend frivolously. So then you can put that in your high yield savings account, but in Vanguard you can set up a separate fund, or you can use their settlement fund. And in that settlement fund, you can leave money in there and it goes at the money market rate, which right now, I think last month I had almost 5%. That goes up and down. When the interest rates go down, that is also going to go down. So right now it's good to be a saver, not a spender, but when interest rates go down, you might want to rethink that strategy a little bit. So in this settlement fund, I store just a little bit of money for fun things that I would like to do that I know that are coming up in the next year. So these are the only 4 accounts that you really need. It is not complicated. And if you think 4 is way too many, stick with a basic checking to pay your bills and to Venmo your friends for the pizza on Friday night, and a high yield savings account at a Vanguard or something that it takes a few days to get that money, which also is very important because that takes away the urge to purchase something when you don't have the money. Remember the 24-hour rule. If you really want to buy something, walk away from it for 24 hours. If you still think that that is a good purchase or you really need that, then after you evaluated your budget, then it's probably more consciously a thought out purchase than an impromptu impulsive purchase. So you can go from 4 accounts to 2 accounts. Most students that I know, well, my kids have an investment account because I'm a big proponent of starting to put money in different things. Ross, if you get $50 from your grandparents for graduation, put half of it into the investment fund and put half of it into your high yield savings or your basic checking for spending. You don't have to spend everything you earn. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. You can do this. You definitely can do this. So the Money Mom's saying, this is simple finance, simple personal finance, and that's all you need. That's all you need when you're getting started. Obviously, as you get older and you have a higher salary, there's lots of different options that we will probably get into in these videos, but this is basic accounts on what you need. Any questions? Send me an email, awildlyfunlife@gmail.com. I am taking viewer questions to do little 1-minute clips on. Those have been kind of fun. Some people probably don't like my answers because a lot of people want to know if they can purchase something. And most of the time I'm like, probably not a good idea, but send it to me anyway. We'll see what I think. And I also can do some looking at your finances too. If you have a question and giving you some advice, I do some one-on-one consulting. There is a fee for that, but I can share that information with you too if you would like to do that, because I have to pay my bills too. That's how this works. So accounts, basic, let's do it. You can do this. Good job.